Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Previously, we fully explored the remainder of this Cadopian embassy room. Well, it's now a Bobalese room because the embassy was split into two, after the nation split into two. And now Sheena is really raring to go and hauling Kay Faraday off to prison because Sheena believes that she is the arsonist and murderer. Or maybe just a murderer. Sheena was saying that some other figure in a lawn coat was the one who set the fire, and Gumshoe was very shifty about that, for obvious reasons. And now we're just trying to convince Sheena about the truth, to not be so dang hasty. Let's get going here. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. What? Okay, I can see why she would think that. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set which has a design like no other. The evidence and the testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument. That is your definitive evidence? You see now that she is definitely the killer, right? No! Mr. Edgeworth, you've got to believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy. I swear. And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person. That's right. I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Ah! Who's there? This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream. What? If Kay was the murderer, why would she scream and draw attention to herself? And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon. Oh, it was on the ground near the door? I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone prints on it? That's a typo. But the sus person in the black coat who came into this room before me. You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? Out the open window? That... I don't know. But I know they came in here. That sounds like the desperate excuses of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. Yerk. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't. Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can. It's weird that they gave Callisto U voice acting for the hold its and objections, but not Sheena. Don't worry, I can and I will. I'm about to say something really stupid. What if Sheena is Callisto U in disguise? Maybe that's like a wig. and she, bleached her skin and removed her freckles? Yeah, like I said, really stupid. Do not take that seriously, because I am not. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife.
Hold it!
Does this mean that you already have the results back? We have confirmed that the shape of the Babalese knife's blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensics teams with your own.
Objection!
I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit. If you can prove me wrong, please, by all means, go ahead. That has been my intention all along. Now, let us return to your testimony. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding.
Hold it!
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also on the search for the Yatagarasu. When I heard that girl's scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there motionless with a knife in her hands. But I already told you, I only came in here because I was also after the Yatagarasu. The suspicious person I saw came into this room. When I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights, and then... You found out that it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times do I have to tell you, we can't trust the words of a suspect? The only thing you'll accept is evidence, is it? That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent? I think I do, because there's one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again. Yeah, let's take a closer look. I think I know what he's talking about. The Babalese knife. There is a conspicuous lack of blood on the hilt. There was a lot of skilled detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removable. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, Detective. Well, speak for yourself, I'd fidget with it. So this is what took Mr. Cochin's life. Some of his blood is still on the blade. Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my days. But knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it. Yeah, just like how this one is practically drenched in it, huh, sir? Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. Is there any way to, remove it? I don't see, a switch. Maybe it just slides out if you grip the blade. Okay. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim.
Hold it!
I ask that you please refrain from speculation. It's a sound hypothesis derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate. Oh. Miles Edgeworth, know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now, rebut her hypothesis with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for? Yes, you are correct. Thank you. Helping a subordinate out with good advice is the job of any good superior. She seems to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct nonetheless. Agent Sheena, please continue with your testimony. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other.
Hold it!
About the 3-piece set, is there really no other like it? Let's ask Ambassador Paleno for more details, shall we? The knives are indeed special. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babal, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable. The national symbol, huh? Well, the knives are covered in the butterfly design. Oh. Along with the Alabastian set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each. I see. Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue. Hold on. Let's take a close look at the design on the blade itself. I don't see a butterfly on the engravings. That's vines. There's no butterfly on the blade. There's a butterfly on the sheath, or the hilt, rather. But not on the blade. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument.
Hold it!
No, I believe there is still room for debate, and I'll thank you to not decide that for me. I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at reality the way it is.
Objection!
Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses? She put them back on. Mr. Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you. Perhaps. But our definitions of reality are a tad different. Are the 2 of you done chatting? Agent Sheena's proof is the Babalese knife that Kay was allegedly holding. Yeah, so, how are you going to prove that Kay didn't do it, sir? If Agent Sheena wants to suspect Kay merely because Kay was the only one here, then I must show with evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder. But do you have such evidence, sir? Yes, there is one piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me, and I believe it is my duty to point that out to Agent Sheena. Okay. Prove that it couldn't be Kay. Okay, the knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. Sure, I'll take that as fact. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. Okay, I believe that this knife with the handle is the one that took the life, and I believe that Kay was holding it, sure. Obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. Oh, I get it. When Kay entered the room, it was pitch black, so there wasn't any fire at all. It had all gone out. That means the fire had already destroyed the handles of the knives, so she couldn't have picked it up from the rack. The handle would be gone. I get it. That's all true. Yeah, it's this. I need to display something here. But I mean, there's nothing about the fire. I guess I need to point out the knife.
Objection!
This piece of evidence shows us a contradiction in your testimony. God damn it. What? What else do I do then? By your silence, I assume you agree with my conclusion. No, I just don't have a worthy response. In any case, I have some documents I need to attend to. I guess she feels that she has no need to counter my argument. Well, what the hell? What? Okay. Okay, I don't think the stature is related to this subject. Autographs unrelated to this subject. Maybe something the embassy guide says? 3 finely crafted knives per country. Notes on the body? Body wasn't badly burnt by the fire. Well, we just talked about why the Yatagarasu's key wasn't used at the end of last video. Maybe we have to link how the body wasn't hurt by the fire? Okay, let me read everything again. This is weird. Yeah, sure. Knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon. Well, maybe it's really just as simple as, no, it couldn't be because the handle has no blood on it. But, I mean, the rest of it's covered in blood, so... maybe I'm jumping the gun a bit with the fire and the unburnt hilt. Okay. Oh, wait. Well, here's a direct contradiction. A special 3-piece set which has a design like no other. There's another set of 3, owned by the Alabastians. Okay, we can point this out for sure, I think. No! Maybe it's too off tangent from the subject. Okay, fine. Fine. It can't be the murder weapon because there's no blood on the hilt. Oh, thank God. If it wasn't this, I was out of ideas. So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of a crime, a different handle was attached to the blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. It wasn't the real murder weapon? This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? As you can see, the Bobbley's knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. Whoa, hey now. This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay. Nice. Okay, the handle has become a separate piece of evidence. So does that mean the blade itself, it's naked now? Okay, I want to take a closer look at the engraving that was exposed. Well, I'll be. Look at that. That is a flower. This blade belongs to the other set, the Alabastion. It's an engraving of the national symbol of the Kingdom of Alabast, which is a flower. Though hidden by the handle, it shows that the knife was conceived in patriotism. God, every time I read the Kingdom of Alabast, I want to say Alabasta, because the Kingdom of Alabasta from One Piece. I love One Piece. One Piece is the best. One Piece is life. Anyway, your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself was the one who switched the handles. Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem. The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. Yeah. What is this mark on here? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means. No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. Yeah, the embassy.
Take that!
You can't be serious. It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. This part of the knife handle has national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? After the fire had broken out? That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Ooh, way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What a great victory. He's the best hype man. Huh? Well, hey, why is everyone so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife? Here? Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over. You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's the way a real great thief operates. Kay? Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did. Not really, but... Come on, you don't have to be shy about it. Your argument is still not airtight. Really? How? Would you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there's still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire. Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in itself is the most elegant proof. Miss Sheena. Yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some impostor to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? Well, I guess we'd better get going. Going? To where? To the Kingdom of Alabast. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. So I wonder if we're gonna get some equivalent to Polano here. Basically another embassy man, but for Alabastian. Or Alabast. I couldn't help but notice that I didn't get healed either, so that's not good. Now look who it is. A man in black. Uh-oh. Count off. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1? What? 1, 1. Sifu, 99 callouts. So all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir. What? Hey, you. Yeah, you, the second number 1 from my right. Sir. Yes, sir? Here, a birthday present for you. Oh, that's thoughtful. What? Sifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Sifu, you are the more a man than will ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. What the hell? What is this? Elaine G says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. And that present isn't for you. It's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Oh my God. Oh my God. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't ya? Yes, sir? Sifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Sifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. That's the best. I should probably leave them to their alone time. Alright, meeting's over. Everyone, head for your posts. Dismissed. Sir. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? Got a call from Sheena. She's already filled me in. Sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian Embassy. What if I say no? Agent Lane, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen, we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Von Karma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabast are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabast as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Is there a problem here, Agent Lane? Ooh. Who is this guy? Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Oh man. What a schnoz. Also, wow. This guy's hair is weird. Okay, I guess, really old man voice. Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling! Carcass? Curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country. What are you... The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lane. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Lane. There, you see? Oh, no way! Oh. Looks like Pelena's gonna put in the good word. Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting them into Alabast. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask you for your cooperation and investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway. Alright, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in! Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babal murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babal. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. Oh, she blew a raspberry at him. So did Gumshoe. That's good. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. So I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is? Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Franziska von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, I knew it! You're the whip lady! You may address me as Miss von Karma. Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Paleno for all that he has done for me. Alright. Looks like we have a bit of chatting to do. So is anything new in this room? I don't think so. Well, that kid isn't here, watching this TV. There's a flat panel, a VCR, and a row of Steel Samurai videos on this table. There might be a clue among these. I'd better check the titles of these videos. Great excuse. My, the things I put myself through for the sake of the investigation. Very smooth, Edgeworth. Oh, man. Detective Gumshoe, I'm counting on you to keep Kay safe. Yes, sir. You just leave everything to me, sir. And don't worry, I'll take good care of Gummy for you. We'll go investigate into the Babal side of things together. Right, Kay? That's right, Gummy. All they're missing is the last stooge. It's you. Ambassador Paleno, I am in your debt. No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador. On my honor. Man, it is crazy how different this character looks when he takes this pose. Man. Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. No, that's quite alright. Oh well, how about this then? Ink! And what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink. Known as Bobbly's ink, it's made exclusively in Babal. So this is Bobbly's ink. We make it from wit crystal, or white crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this. You can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. Nice. Great, wonderful. I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Let's take a closer look. Maybe it's a 3D model. No, can't. Alright. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Bobbly's ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Bobbly's ink to begin with? That's classified Interpol info. Franziska, as your subordinate, I'm a part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Genfa. Counterfeit bills? Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babal's special Bobbly's ink, and it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Bobbly's ink from the real ones. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babal. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Bobbly's ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. Well, wow. That's one hell of a breadcrumb. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink. Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Bobbly's embassy, we're looking into the Alabastrian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden, mark my words, I will find them. Well, shall we get going? What now? What's wrong, Kay? I didn't get permission to enter Alabast, so we're going to go gather whatever info we can over on the Bobbly's side, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you two. Right, and I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away, no matter where you are. I'll let you know when the time comes. Oh my. How warlike. Also, that's the steel samurai spear on the wall. Well, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Whoa! Animated him jumping back. What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? Oh! You're... Okay. Who is it? Okay, I feel like... Oh, I recognize this music. It's played before, hasn't it? Is it Larry? Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I love this man. I'm glad he's back. Oh, this case is the best. This cinches it. No matter what else happens, this case is the best. Hedgie! Oh, thank the heavens you're here. I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship. The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh. And though I am the steel samurai, my sword, it... I'm so confused, I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcake? I am Larry of the House of Butts, married man of Neo Old Tokyo, milady. He would say milady. Oh, God. Now I remember. This person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind and you act like it's no big deal. What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect kind! Oh man. So, do you remember what we talked about like 2 videos ago? How the Steel Samurai gave us this autograph, and I was like, well, this person in the costume can't be Larry because Larry's a really good artist. And then I think in the very next video, I said maybe there was a costume swap and the real culprit was in the Steel Samurai costume while they were traveling from the Alabast, or no, they went from Babal Embassy to Alabast, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Well, I still think the knife was smuggled in the cart. So I don't know. The suspect kind! Oh, right. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder! Again? I see. That is quite the bind. Not that we're in the least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. Whoa, fourth wall demolished. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by 1. That was uncalled for. Besides, you're... Wait, hold on. Larry! It was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Huh? Oh, you didn't notice earlier? He even winked at you through my headpiece. Oh. Well, okay. Never mind. Okay, let's just chuck all that theorizing right out the window, into the trash. What's going on? And why are you beet red? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Oh, sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? Aha. So this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who has snuck into this embassy. Mask the second? What? Okay, we're just calling back to everything, aren't we? And what's more, didn't I see a guy in the lobby who I mused was like, hey, that kind of looks like Ron Delight, but Mask demask the second. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh jeez. Hope that's not Ron. Oh. Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. It looks like the murder weapon is a katana, but shouldn't the Steel Samurai sword be a prop? And what the hell is that orange thing in his hand? But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Sifu, we've identified the victim. Good work. Take that report now. Agent Lane, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek. But, Agent Lane... Ah! All the warriors? Everybody's here? Yeah! Okay. Zephyr's having a good time, y'all. Agent Lang, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Ah, yes, of course. You, let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Hasn't aged a day. Fancy meeting you here, Detective. You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found. I'm guessing that every time he has an ellipses, he's kind of taking a moment to suck on his lollipop. What incredible dedication to the case. Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. And his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, you gonna make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If you can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with them. I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. Hell yeah. Let's present. Detective Bad, I'm wondering if you might be able to tell me something about this. Sorry, but I don't give a hoot about things that aren't related to the Yatagarasu. It looks like nothing about you has changed in these 7 years, huh? Heh. Daughter of Von Karma, you're still just a sapling of a prosecutor, so... how do you know that I'm already grown into a stately tree of a prosecutor? Heh. Is that right? Is he just toying with Franziska? He seems to be enjoying this quite a bit. I love this man. Okay, what do you have to say about the key? Detective Bad, this is something you absolutely need to see. What is that doing here? I've been looking for that for 7 long years. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine this turn of events. Without a doubt, this means that she is involved. That you, woman. Okay, dialogue unlocked? Oh, maybe not. About the murder of Damask II, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lane and I took ourselves off guard duty. Put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask II, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone in this room. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, Detective? That samurai? He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty. A no-show. Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He was on the roof, with one of his legs down a chimney. That chimney leads directly to this room. Oh, Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Well, it's time for me to stop my investigation. Okay, that'll do it. Oh my god! All my favorites are here. Okay, what character could possibly show up next who is like, could improve this? Shelly D. Killer? I don't know. Oh my god. This is great. God, I want to see Larry and Bad speaking to each other. I feel like you have, like, God, oh my god, oh jeez. I don't even know what to say. All I know is that this is great. Okay, I will say that Demask the Second, that maybe it's just the costume or the outfit, but that looks like a very squat body type. Like, all these characters on screen have very slender, tall, lanky builds, but something about that sprite looks a bit like squat and stubby. Just maybe it's just because it's weird and laying down at an angle, but I wonder who the hell that could be. Surely a copycat. I don't want to believe that Ron Delight is dead, but and another thing I'll say is that man, I love Gentlemen Thieves. And like Demask the Second, it reminds me of Lupin the Third. That's an anime series I've been kind of curious about getting into. I mean, I saw that Studio Ghibli, well, not really Studio Ghibli, just the one that was in part directed by Hayao Miyazaki. I saw that one, The Castle of Cagliostro. Well, that was a good film, but I don't actually remember anything about it. But yeah, I like Gentlemen Thieves. Gentlemen Thieves, they're cool. And I feel like Lupin the Third, with all its interpretations in various series, there could be some gold nuggets in there worth checking out. Anyway, that's beyond the point. Larry, what the fuck were you doing on the roof of the chimney? Is there really a chimney in this room? Oh, yeah, there it is. Hello. I'm sorry, is that a bird's nest? Huh. Well, okay. One thing of note, there are 3 knives here, huh? Ooh. That is really interesting to me. We need to check those and make sure that one of them probably has a butterfly inscribed on the blade behind the sheath or the handle. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to stop right here. Oh man, okay. Oh, I'm having a good time. This is great. I can't wait to see more. I'm hyped. And I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Ace Attorney Investigations. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.